Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome. So today I want to show you guys my primitive animal series here. And I will have a pattern down real soon to show you guys all the animals that are going to be in this whole series. So I'll have that in my Etsy shop, so just keep checking down below in the description box, but it will be coming very soon. Come check them out. They're really fun. They're going to be pretty inexpensive, and you can make some fun little primitive grungy little animals to go with the junky grungy Grammy dolls. Now, I've been working on making the Grammy dolls with you guys, and I got the whole series. I'll put on the end screen, and you guys can get caught up to where I'm at, and you guys can also make your own grungy Grammy dolls. I have the pattern down below for these ladies on how to make them. So you can come to my Etsy shop and purchase the pattern, and you can make your own little grungy dolls. And then, like I said, I have the whole series, so you guys can follow along with the pattern and come watch the videos. And I show you guys in detail how to put them all together. So what I want to do today is show you guys how to make my little teddy bear here. We're going to work on the teddy bear. Now, this is Marge and Charlie. They have been adopted, so they're going to good homes. And this is Candy and Jasper. I just put them in my Etsy shop as of today with this video. So what I like to do is there's links down below when I have new dolls in my Etsy shop. And I try to switch those links out as frequent as I can when I put these in. They're selling pretty fast, so I'm trying to keep up with it. Just so you guys don't click on it and go to a sold out, doll. So these two, as of now, are in my Etsy shop, but not sure if they'll be there when this video airs, comes out. So let's talk about what we need to do, and what we need to make this little bear today. So let's keep him out. We'll put these ladies over here. Okay, so what I have here is just a regular pin. I got some muslin, just muslin fabric. Any kind of fabric will work. Cotton is preferable, just because your solution that you're going to put on it will soak in a lot better if it's like a cotton. So I just drew the pattern out onto it with just a regular pin because I'm on the inside of the fabric. Okay, so whatever fabric you're using, just make sure it's inside. I folded it over, took a straight pin. So we got straight pins. I have a needle with embroidery floss, and I just got 2 strands. So that's something we'll be using. I got some just polyfill stuffing. And I will make sure to have links down below. I have a big box. I've gone through this pretty fast. So I got another box coming from Amazon, a 5-pound box of stuffing, and it's reasonable price, and it takes a long time to go through it. So I'll make sure to put that link down below in my Amazon link. So I got that in there. My hemostat, this thing is great to stuff. Like, you can get it, a good grip on it and stuff it into tiny little corners and stuff like that. So I love this. This will be down there, and it's fairly cheap. Scissors. I just have different kinds of scissors. What size I will need. These are great. This makes it so I can actually turn the little doll legs and hands and all the little bits and pieces. Like, it really comes in handy for sure. And what they are is quick turners. They're fabric tube turners. And this is down in my links too also. And it is a game changer. It is definitely a game changer. Or I'd be here forever just trying to flip little pieces. So it just comes with different sizes and different little metal little doodads and stuff. So it's great. And I just keep it in this little olive jar. It fits perfect. Okay, and then the fun little part here is my primitive grunge solution is what I'm calling this. And I do have a video on showing you the measurements of it. And that's in the Grungy Grammy series. And it says primitive, grungy solution. So go check that out. This stuff is awesome. And it's just stuff you can find around your house. And I just keep it in the refrigerator. and it smells amazing. Okay, so that's my grungy solution. So let's get started here. So what you're going to need also is a sewing machine. You could hand stitch all this if you would like to. That is definitely possible. But I will be using my sewing machine, and I would put it on a 1 stitch length so I can get around the tiny little curves and stuff like that. And I do have a video showing you guys how to get around small curves, just, around the little curves and stuff like that, so you can make them rounded. I have a detailed video of that in my Grungy Grammy series, so go check that out. Okay, so now you're all caught up. And what I'm going to do for the ears is I'm going to do a back stitch, so all the way around, leave an opening here and here on both sides. So leave that part open. Then I'm going to, this is what I did on this one, is I sewed it up on the side here. So I'm going to leave an opening here to about there. And I'm going to do a back stitch, stitch all the way around, and then back stitch right here. Okay. So I'm going to go get that done. Then I'm just going to flip these with my little turners here and stuff them, and we'll go from there. So I went ahead and just did some sewing all the way around, and I did a back stitch here and then a back stitch there, left an opening, and then when I cut around I did like 1/8 of an inch. You can do 1/4 of an inch, whatever you would prefer. And then I just did a little tab kind of coming out at the opening, just so we can tuck that in when we go to sew it. So I did the same with the ears here. Now if you want, because sometimes on rounded little areas like this, if you don't do a little relief slit, it will pucker. So just kind of just do little slits. Just make sure you don't snip your threads. So just go right up to it. So I got everything turned. Now I forgot to, and you can tell a little bit, but I want to let you guys know, don't do my mistake. You can do just like you did on the ears, the little slits all the way around. You could do that in the armpit here and then around the legs. But I think once we stuff it, it'll look okay. I think it's going to be cute. So just remember that, and you can snip around the little neck part, just the little crevices here. Just do little snips, relief snips, and uh, it won't pucker. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stuff it. So I got it all stuffed. I think it turned out really cute. And one of the flaps is already tucked in, the little tabs here that we did. So I'm going to tuck this one in. And then we take our needle and thread. And you don't have to use black. You can use whatever color you want, but I don't mind it. I think it looks great. Inside here, not. And then I'm just going to do a whip stitch to close it. Okay. And then just decide which way you want the front or the back of the bear. And then I'm just gonna pop up right where we tied the knot and go up to where I think the eye should go. About there. Now, if you want to, a pencil comes in handy. You can just draw. I just did little lines. Here, here, that. That's what's great about pencil. You can kind of erase it if you need to. Okay. Now we're just gonna pop up over here. I think I doubled it up. And go back. This. And pop up right beside it. Go. Right back down. Back up. Okay. And then from here, you can go down to the nose. The middle here. I'm gonna go over to one side. And we're gonna make a triangle. Down. And then just go right up beside. And then go down into the same bottom hole where you went the first time. And then just go right up beside it. And just keep doing that. Now, I'm just going to go down to the same hole here. Pop up like this. Same hole. Over here, make a little mouth. Back to this same hole. And pop out over here. And then just go through the same middle hole. And then we're going to go all the way down to the knot down here. And there we go. We got a little bear's face. It's super cute. And then you can just tie a knot here. The cool thing about these, you guys, is they're whimsical, they're primitive, and they do not need to be perfect. Each one will be different. So I would not stress about trying to be perfect with it. It's just about having fun. And I totally believe that, when you're doing things, when you're making crafts and stuff. Because they're all handmade and they're all special in their own way. You can see that these are not exactly the same. And I love that about it. Like everyone is going to have its own personality, its own uniqueness, and that's the fun part of it. Okay, so there's this little body. Now what I'm going to do is get some more embroidery floss, just 2 strands, and I'm just going to do stitching around the edges and then sew it to the top of his head. Because you can see here, I'm just tucking the flaps in side. If you don't want any raw edges showing, but if you do, I mean, you can even stick it on like that and just have some raw edges. It's really up to you. Like I said, these are just fun, whimsical, uh, cute little animals that we're making. And if this is too hard, on your hands or anything, or trying to get it in there and it just won't go in, then I wouldn't worry about it. What I did, I just tucked it in. And then I'm just going to do a stitch on the actual ear here. You can take it on the inside of the ear. And then you can just tuck the knot up inside. And now it's hidden. And then I'm just going to stitch all the way around it. And then do the same thing to the other one. I'm just gonna, since this one's already attached, the thread is, I'm gonna just go ahead and see where I want it. I think it kind of works right there. Or you can put them, yeah, like that. However you want to do it. And then I'm just going to do a whip stitch to hold this down. We want the other one. And I'm just going to pop over to the other side here. And we got ourselves cute little bears here. You can see I did the ears a little higher on this one, a little lower on this one. So it just, however you want to do it. There's a couple things, a couple things I wanted to show you is you can add a little scarf with just some scrap fabric. That's what I did. I just had some fabric laying around. Let's see. We can just do something like this. Just do a little snip. Snip and rip here. That's why I just keep fabric all over the place here. Always find it what you need. And then keep these, all this little threads and stuff that come off. I have a towel jar, my little hootie jar here, and I keep all my threads in here. This is great for the doll hair. I mean, this works awesome for the doll's hair. Okay. But I do yarn and I do threads. It just depends on that mood I'm in that day. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, tie it around. I just thought a little scarf around his neck is cute. Mr. Bear here. It doesn't need to be that long. However you want to do it. I just love how they all just come out different and you're not quite sure the end result until you get there. And then you're like, oh, I like that. Okay. So we got our little bear. And I'm going to grab my silicone mat and we are going to grunge them up. Oh, and a paintbrush. Get an old paintbrush and I'll be right back. So we just got an old paintbrush, a grunge solution, and I just have a silicone mat here just to protect my cutting mat. And we're just going to start grunging them up. Okay, so it's up to you guys if you want to add the scarf after you grunge, because I like to do it with it because it grunges it up at the same time. but that is totally up to you. And then I just leave it somewhere to dry. We're kind of at a rainy day happening here in Oregon, so I could put it out under my covered porch and let it dry, but you could put it anywhere. You could put it in your craft room, you could put it in a windowsill. I mean, you could put it anywhere just to let it dry, and it turns out really cute. One more thing real quick. I forgot to tell you guys. Q-tip and some bronzer or a blush, and just dab it here and just give us little cheekies. Just a little bit of blush, and that just gives them so much personality. I mean, you can see a little touch. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.